Calling the meeting to order at 6:01 p.m. This is the Board of Directors Special School Board meeting, otherwise known as the Reorganizational meeting, for Monday, January 8th, 2024. Welcome to all of our visitors, guests, and media. We don't have any guests, but you still have to welcome them. They're guests on the video. Virtual guests. We're going to start tonight with the board and administration roll calls. Mr. Felt here. Mr. Burns. Here. Ms. Danielson.
Here.
Ms. Schultz. Here. Ms. Getzko.
Here.
Ms. Neaton.
Here.
Mr. O'Neill.
Here.
And Mr. Schuler.
Here.
All right, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we've had no public comments before the meeting tonight. So the first action item is a motion to approve the attached agenda and addendums.
So moved. I'll second.
Motion made by Ms. Neaton, seconded by Ms. Danielson. Any further discussion on the agenda and addendums? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Motion carries. Now on to the reorganization of the 2024 Watertown Mayor's School Board. Starting out with the nominations for chairperson, vice chairperson, then clerk and treasurer. If there is only one person nominated, they will have that position by acclamation. If there are more than one nominations, we're going to do a roll call vote just so everything gets recorded properly. With that being said, is there a motion to nominate a school board chairperson?
Nominate Hunter Felt.
For chair. Do we need a second on it? No.
No.
No, I didn't think so.
It says on there. Motion seconded by.
Yeah, I don't think we do though.
I don't think so.
We had it, this has been updated since we did we've always done it with a second, but now we've had some new guidance stating that it's no longer.
Got it.
I did not take it off the agenda, apologies.
That's all right.
Are there any further nominations for the office of chair? Are there any further nominations for the office of chair? If there are no further nominations, nominations for the office of chair are closed. Hunter Felt is the only candidate that was nominated for the office of chair, and I hereby declare myself elected by acclamation and recorded in the minutes.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Well
Year
done.
4. It's a lot. Next up are nominations for the position of vice chairperson. Is there any nominations?
I nominate Jim Burns.
Burns.
Are there any further nominations Jim Burns is nominated for office of vice chair. Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations for the office of vice chair? If there are no further nominations, nominations for the office of vice chair are closed, and Jim Burns was the only candidate nominated for the office of chair, and I hereby declare him elected by acclamation.
Yay.
It's all
We
the,
need like a popper.
Or sound effect.
Yeah.
Drum roll.
there's a lot of pomp and circumstance.
That's what I just said over here.
I know, the first time I went through it, I kind of
Oh
looked
my
at it.
goodness.
Next up are the
Yep.
nominations for school board clerk.
I will nominate Amy Jo Danielson.
As good as.
Let's go.
She asked.
Yeah. So formal. Yeah.
So Ms. Danielson is nominated for office of clerk. Are there any other nominations for the office of clerk? Any further nominations for the office of clerk? Any further nominations for the office of clerk? If there are no further nominations, dramatic pause, nominations for the office of clerk are closed. Katie Jo Danielson was the only candidate nominated for the office of clerk, and I hereby declare her elected by acclamation. Congratulations.
That's so special.
Last but not least, any motions to nominate a school board treasurer? I will make a nomination for Erica Schultz to be the school board treasurer. Erica Schultz is nominated. Are any other nominations for the office of treasurer? Any further nominations for the office of treasurer? Any further nominations for the office of treasurer? If there are no further nominations for the office of treasurer are closed. And Erica Schultz was the only candidate nominated for the office of treasurer, and I hereby declare her elected by acclamation for the office of treasurer.
Congratulations.
All right, we got our officers, folks. Moving right along. Item B, motion to approve the 2024 calendar dates, meeting times for our regular school board meetings, which are to be held at the Watertown City Hall at 6 p.m. on those particular dates. And I believe there's 2 dates that are not on the fourth Monday. I believe it's March and December due to the holidays, or spring break and the winter break.
That's correct.
So, I'll just, I don't know, be annoyed, but the 22nd is a no school day, but do we still want to have a board meeting? I don't know if it impacts anybody.
It's going to be similar to the 22nd of January, where there is no school.
Yeah, that's what
That's
she's
what I'm
talking
saying.
about.
That's what she's saying, January 22nd, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's a teacher workshop day. Obviously, I think
That's fine.
we'll be in,
I'm not going anywhere.
yeah,
I'm working.
so,
But there are some rules around that, so.
yeah. Everybody okay with it still?
Yep. I'll make a motion to approve the 2024 calendar dates.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Felt, seconded by Mr. Burns. Any further discussion on the dates? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Motion carries. Put them on your calendar.
Mr. Phelps,
Yes.
Since it's not been approved, if you look in your packet, it's a calendar, and the dates are circled, so you can add this to your folder or whatever you need to do. So all of those dates are circled on this calendar for 24.
Thank you.
Will you be sending calendar invites again, or are we responsible
Yes,
for
sir.
that?
But I can't do that until after it's approved.
She also
Totally
adds
understand.
them to the school calendar, so you could always opt into the
Yeah.
calendar to update to your phone.
First thing tomorrow morning.
But we have not.
It's already on my to-do.
All right.
Well,
Along
thank
with
you.
the 1,322 other.
Moving,
That's right.
moving on, item C. Motion to approve the following official designations for fiscal year '24. The official district newspaper is the Herald Journal. The office district bank depositories of Bremer Bank and MN Trust PMA Financial Network LLC. The official legal advisors, Kennedy Graven. And the official financial advisors, Baker Tilly Municipal Advisors, LLCI, and MN Trust PMA Financial Network, LLC.
Mr. Chair, there's only one thing I would note on that. We did check, Ms. Hewen checked with the Herald Journal, and they will keep the same pricing as they did last year as the official newspaper. So we appreciated that, and so.
And that's for the print.
Public notice.
Right, we get.
How've they been to work with so far? I know we changed to them a couple of years ago. Has that been working well?
Last year was the first time we officially changed to the Herald Journal. And I think as far as the rates and the responsiveness for our bids and things of that nature, they've been very prompt and very responsive. As far as coverage, I think that's a challenge that we're going to be facing for many years to come, just because there's a shortage. So, many little people doing many jobs. So we're just going to continue in good faith and do the best we can.
I would just add too, I think they're making a concerted effort. I mean, I know, like you said, a lot of it's due to staffing, is when they have trouble having a reporter at our meetings. We encourage that obviously to report out on our meetings. I know Austin Naton has done a really nice job of connecting with superintendents. Matter of fact, I think we're meeting next week to talk about the READ Act, and he wants to do these, grabbing 3 superintendents from the area just to have conversations and do an article just on educational events and what's happening in the educational world. So he's trying. I think they're making a good effort, and so certainly.
The first time we've had reporters at our board meetings for several years.
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
exactly.
Yeah. So.
I'll make a motion to approve the official designations for fiscal year '24.
I'll second.
Have a motion made by Ms. Getsko, seconded by Ms. Danielson. Any further discussion on the official designations? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item D, motion to approve Superintendent Darren Schuler, Financial Officer Lisa Rader, and Contracted District Payroll Processor Vicki Bregelman to initiate, transfer, invest, and authorize district funds and transfers on behalf of the school district for fiscal year '24, and for District Office Administrative Assistant Ms. Hewen to perform some duties of the clerk. So is this just
This is just a statement.
A statement saying that we-
And then it's recorded in the minutes, and as it's recorded in the minutes, then it stands for another year.
okay?
Move approval.
Motion made by Mr. Burns, seconded by Mr. O'Neill. Any further discussion? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item E, motion to approve the school board compensation for 2024. Down below is attached the compensation. It is to be paid out 2 times a year within the fiscal year, usually June and December, or July and
Yes.
December.
Yeah.
Just an FYI, this was last updated in 2021, and we've remained consistent since. It's always kind of interesting.
Yes, it is, Jeff. Yes, it is. Yeah, do that. Okay, that's appropriate. Jeff said, is this where we insert a joke about our fund balance?
Well, and it's always an interesting time because you're talking about how much you get paid,
Yeah,
you
I
know, for helping out, and it's,
Just curious, like, is there, I mean, any recommendation on how frequently, I mean, you should look at this and update it? I don't.
I think before,
No, we didn't have anything, so.
what is it, before it was like 10 or, it was at least 10 years probably before,
Yeah.
you know,
The previous
2011.
time.
The previous time.
Because we were just doing like, you had to fill out the paperwork.
Yeah.
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 Which has been really nice not to do that,
Yes,
so.
it has
Made
been.
it a little bit
I'm
cleaner.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I think Lisa
Probably.
appreciates it too. And,
A
yeah.
little less paperwork.
Well, and I think, you know, maybe something, you know, next year or whatever, we just take a look and see where we fall,
Yeah,
you know, with neighboring districts.
sure.
Yeah.
Bring some comparables next year.
Comparables.
That seems reasonable. Update every, what is it,
Maybe
every
the
4 years, 5 years?
Personnel committee.
Yes, can we have a bargaining meeting in regards to that?
Yeah.
Along with a bond.
Yeah.
Does the
along with a
personnel
bond.
committee have to negotiate with the school board union now?
How about the bond, too?
Yeah.
Every 2
Yeah.
weeks. Is there a motion to approve the compensation?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Schultz, second by Ms. Naton. Any further discussion? So again, I think next year we should bring some comparables, just to
Yep, see where we're at.
see where we're at. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next up, item F is the school board committees. The board chairperson assigns the board representatives. That's
This is
last
current.
year's.
Do you want
Yep.
last year's?
No,
or
bring up this
current?
year's.
Okay.
Current.
That was current. You want?
Or proposed.
Proposed, okay.
Proposed, sorry, Dan. So everything has been the same. Couple notes that I changed, and this is up for discussion, obviously, is I moved Ms. Naton to the technology committee and then put Mr. O'Neill as backup on the foundation. I don't think we needed 2 people for the foundation. So then, you know, Heidi, if you can't make it, let Jeff know, say, hey, can you come in my stead, and vice versa for those types of meetings, just so we have coverage. And I think, as we mature our board, the more often we have these readouts at the end of the board meetings and give updates on these projects, we might be able to kind of whittle some of that back too. It's just nice to have board representation at those committees to be able to report back to us.
The main committee assignments are the same as current?
Yeah, the
last
board
year?
committee assignments for finance, facilities, personnel, and policy remain the same.
Okay.
You want to
Were you
switch that?
wanting to split it so we can all learn about personnel? I mean, I'd be willing to give it a shot, but I
It
probably
is an
have
off
to.
year, by the way, so.
Yeah, it's
we-
an off year, yeah.
Oh, so now
Give
we're.
it that.
Oh, I wouldn't put anybody
Is
through
it
that.
no?
It's never really an off year, that's true.
Yeah, you guys aren't done yet.
That's true.
I gave everyone an opportunity to respond
Absolutely.
when I was gauging interest. So that's what I have is right now for the proposed committee assignments for this year. Any questions, comments, concerns, complaints outside of Jim being on the personnel committee?
Move approval as presented.
I'll second.
Motion made by Mr. Burns, seconded by Ms. Getzko. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 3, so Section 3, it's a review and information items. One of the things that MSBA recommends at these reorganizational meetings is reviewing the school board policy 209, which is our code of ethics. Ms. Hewen was nice enough to print out copies of it.
Actually, that was Mr. Drew.
Okay, Mr. Schuler was nice enough to print out copies for all of us.
Is he trying to tell us something?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was wondering, which ones did I break?
It's funny you bring that up. I did share with Board Chair Felt another district, not so far away, that had an interesting situation with a censure of a board member. Two board members, thank you. And we had some video that we were able to watch. I did share it with Mr. Felt, but it did prompt me, and we're very fortunate, by the way, you're excellent board members and you follow this protocol very well. But, in those situations, it is interesting to watch the process. So they had their district attorney, the school board chair had the district attorney do an investigation on the two members of the board who were basically being censured for talking without really factual information. Let's start with that, I guess, and some other doings that were going on. And the attorney had about a 45-minute to maybe an hour-long dissertation regarding each of the members. So they're at the table, and he's pointedly going at the member, saying, "This is what I've uncovered," and it was interesting to say the least. Very uncomfortable.
And nobody got a pre-read of the findings. The first time anybody got to hear the findings was at the board meeting.
But superintendent, this is their attorneys here, the two board members that were being censured were in, it was, I can't imagine how uncomfortable. And you had people in the crowd also responding, saying things out of turn. The chair was trying to get, the group back so they could focus. But, it just brought me to go, yeah, it's a good time just to always review this once a year. And I thank you for the way you do follow the code of ethics. And it's just a good reminder. It's in your orientation packet, if you remember correctly, back when some of you were orientated by me when I came on, but this will be something we'll put into that packet as a good reminder. But just take a few minutes to review and at your leisure. And again, thank you for your service.
I appreciate you laminating it for us, too. That's great.
Suitable for framing.
No, we did this. Never mind. It's another discussion point.
Another discussion for another day.
No.
After we adjourn.
Oh, we don't have to approve this. This is.
Nope,
I
this
just
is
have
a review
question.
item.
This is review.
It is election year, obviously, so who's all running, who will,
I'm up for real.
Yeah, we have 4 members that are up.
okay, I just wanted to.
So,
You'll be up.
Lisa, oh yeah, Lisa, you, me and Jen.
Okay, all right. Just timeline-wise, just something for us to all keep our eyes on.
We won't be doing that registration registration until closer to election. It always seems a bit late, in my opinion.
I know, and I think it's
but
like
they won't
August.
Yeah, I
do it
wanna say
until they're
August,
ready.
Yeah.
So I do some of those duties as clerk behind the scenes to do the due diligence in all the counties. We have 3 counties that we serve, so it has to be registered in all 3 counties, as well as the ballot prep and things of that nature. So you'll be getting that probably more next fiscal year. It happens more July, August.
Yeah.
Because we don't do the, we'll do the general election.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yep.
But you'll keep us up to speed on,
Yep.
Timelines, yeah.
Timelines
You'll
and-
have to approve some things as we go along, so.
I'm
If
just
our 4
curious,
board
is
members are
everyone
running.
Planning on rerunning stuff?
there's a lot of time left between here and
Jim's a
there.
no.
He's
Oh,
like,
you're asking me?
Yeah. You don't
He's not
know.
commi- he's not committed.
I'm not, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can afford the filing fee or not.
Well, it's a good thing you're on the personnel committee.
You can, we'll talk about that next year. You can put that in your,
You take $2.
I was waiting for Ms. Naden's response.
I have no response right now.
Want to see a vigorous debate.
Yeah.
right?
All right. With that being said, any further discussion on anything else?
You'll give us enough notice so that we can start hitting up other candidates that you'd like to have on with us. If you're not, we'd love for you to stay.
Why's everyone looking at me? Most at risk.
Yeah.
That's all I'm telling you.
All right. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I have a motion made by Ms. Getzko, seconded by Mr. O'Neill. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, nay. Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned at 6:23 PM. Fastest one.